Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm joined by the talented and handsome Benjamin, my boyfriend. And today we're going to do a boyfriend Q&A. We did one on Benji's channel, but I wanted to do one on here just to have another one for you guys to see.
Yeah, and there's always so many questions to ask.
A lot of questions to answer. How long have you guys been together? So we've been together since Halloween of 2017.
Yeah,
so
when we were 18.
You were 18, and how long ago was that?
I'm having to do math on the spot. Seven.
Okay, 7.
Wow. Let's cut that so it looks like I thought of that really quickly.
Oh, maybe I'll just leave it. It's been 7 years. It's been a long time. We've grown a lot together.
It feels like 7 years, but at the same time, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
It doesn't feel that long to me.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that long, but then when I think back to when we were 18 and, like, how we acted and just, like, the way we kind of presented ourselves, it was just such, like, we were definitely putting on a little bit of a persona, I think. Like, the Chris that I know now is, like, very different. I mean, we grow, obviously, but...
Yeah, well, I was new to California, and I wanted to fit in, and
be cool.
I was... young.
Little did he know I'm from Bakersfield, and if you're from California and you know where Bakersfield is, you know it's not a super cool place. So
yeah. The next question, we kind of touched on it, but how did you meet each other? We were roommates in college our freshman year. So that's how we met.
It's such a fun story to tell people because, like, whenever they ask and I'm like, yeah, we were roommates,
they were roommates.
Yeah, like, oh my god, and like tell me the whole story, and it's really fun.
It is a fun story. I think it would make a good book.
I know. I think it's like, this is literally like a Wattpad. Wattpad. Is that how you say it? Wattpad?
I think it's Wattpad.
I was never on that website. I'm being honest. It sounds like I'm lying, but I was never on there. But yeah, I feel like it would make a really fun novel. And the fact that it's based on a true story, that would be really cool.
Any publishers want to have me write that for them? I feel like I could write it.
Okay, I can't write it. So I think you should. That would be so good, Chris.
This one says, were you guys nervous to meet each other's families?
I wasn't nervous. The first time I met your family, where was it? It was like, I went to Florida to meet...
Sanibel.
Yeah, well, your mom's side, I went...
Oh yeah, you came
like
to Florida.
2019.
Yeah.
And I wasn't nervous at all. I was actually super excited because it was going to be my first time in Florida. And it was like Chris's family, so I was just excited, and I knew that they would be like pretty chill, and I get along. I think I get along with like parents and adults really easily.
Yeah, and there's nothing to not like. I think it went really well. It was fun. My brothers loved you. Yeah, no, I wasn't nervous either. Maybe just a little bit, but
well, I feel like we met each other's families in like small doses, but it was never like super formal. Like this is.
Because I think I met your family when we moved into the dorms. So I had already met them before we even were together. So it wasn't like I'm meeting them for the very first time and we've been together for like a year. It was very much like I see them around when they come to visit and stuff like that. So it was
like small doses, and then it was good.
Yeah. I say overall not too nervous. Okay, so this one says favorite scents for each of you. Now, if we're talking about like candles
or food
or fragrances,
or just in general,
I think, okay, so for candles, I like vanilla.
I feel like this is very fitting to my like Benji plant self. But I like anything that is woody or like earthy, kind of like planty, like hinoki and other woods and stuff like that.
Yeah. For fragrances themselves, I feel like I don't have too much experience with fragrances, but I like things that aren't too intense, like that Abercrombie vibe.
Yeah, or like the perfume department.
Yeah, exactly, from SpongeBob. But I like things that are a little bit more light and a little sophisticated. Yeah, so I don't actually wear fragrances too much. I kind of just wear them whenever I'm going out.
You pretty much always wear it when you're going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always like the sweeter smells on Chris, like vanilla and stuff. Not flowery, but like kind of sweet. And I feel like it matches you very well.
Yeah, and I also feel like I like more mossy smells on you. Not like straight moss, but you know what I mean?
Moss smells good too.
And that question leads us to Scentbird, who is the sponsor of this week's video. If you don't know what Scentbird is, it is a monthly fragrance subscription that sends you these little vials of popular, diverse fragrances, and you can pick whichever one you want. And there's no major commitment to pick one of the big vials and have to stick with it, so you can choose a different fragrance every single month. So Benji got the Hinoki in Hinoki scent by Scents of Wood. It smells like thyme and like mossy.
Hinoki is the wood that they use in Japanese saunas, and I burn an incense, Hinoki incense, like every other day pretty much.
It really fits you, I feel. It smells so good. And the first one I got is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Pour Homme. It smells very citrusy, like mandarin, grapefruit, a little bit of incense, and I feel like this is a good like maybe book shopping scent. What I love about Scentbird is that you don't have to commit to the large fragrance bottle, and you have the freedom to change your scent from month to month. It's only $8 for your first month and less than $17 afterwards, which is great for those new to fragrances to get started and for those who love fragrances to try something new. It's been super fun to experiment with new scents, and you get a 30-day supply, so you have enough time to see if it could potentially be a new signature scent for you. Scentbird also offers a quiz to match you with potential scents you might like, which I love quizzes, and I loved seeing if what they match me with is something I would actually like. If you're interested in trying Scentbird, scan the QR code or use the link below. And with my coupon code LIBRARY, you'll receive 55% off at Scentbird. Plus, you'll get free delivery to your door and a free case. You get the product for half of the price, which is just $8, and that's a really good deal. Thank you so much to Scentbird for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to the questions. This question I got a few times still, which is when's the wedding or something along those lines. And we've talked about this before.
We talked about it on a previous Q&A that you did.
I think so, yeah. So we, both of us don't really feel the need to get married anytime soon. Like that's a huge thing and we're still young.
I feel like for me, in my mind, marriage is like a 30 plus thing to me.
I feel that, I feel like that's also how I feel. I know that's not the reality, but that's how it feels.
Yeah, I feel like 30 is like when, after 30 is when you can like make long-term decisions. Like,
because marriage is kind of crazy, you guys. Like that's like a big deal. So it's not that.
It's also like it wouldn't even change anything really between us.
Yeah.
And the people that I know that got married before 25, a lot of them are divorced already. It's been like a year or a couple of years and they're divorced. So
yeah, I think neither of us just feel the need to rush. I know we've been dating a while, but that doesn't mean that we need to get married. Like I think,
and it's fun to have something to look forward to in the future. You know, you got to keep your like vacations and whatever big life events kind of like lined up for the future, so you have something fun to look forward to.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Okay, yeah, so no plans right now, but who knows. Okay, this question is, what's your favorite place you guys have traveled to?
Do you want to go first?
I'm trying to think of what you were going to say.
Well, I would have to say my favorite place is going to be
South Korea.
When I was 18, I did like my backpacking trip to Vietnam and Thailand.
Oh, I thought this meant
together. Okay, sorry.
No. He didn't say travel together, but I thought that was
no, we could do travel together.
Okay. Sorry, like, hold on a second.
I'm thinking about me. I gotta put me first. For us, South Korea. South Korea.
Benji and I studied abroad in South Korea in college, and it was really amazing. We met our
really good,
our besties,
close friends. Yeah. I really like South Korea, and I think part of it was because we were there for so long, and it was like a very new experience for the both of us. But I also have recently been looking back really fondly on our Ireland and Scotland trip, so I also really like that one too.
Yeah, I would have to say South Korea as well. It was my first time in Asia, and I was also doing school there, and we met really great friends that we had a lot of crazy fun times with.
Very fun, yeah.
So I think I'm going to also have to say South Korea. It was nice spending that time with Benji as well. I think it was really unique. Another book, sequel, South Korea story.
Oh my god, that literally, it could be a series. I didn't even think about that.
No, we got a lot of content.
It just keeps going.
This is, what is each other's love language?
I think I like
yours is acts of service.
Yeah. Not as like the exact same thing.
I just know that to be true for you.
Yeah. I just like if someone does something for me, I guess, or like like if they think ahead about what I am needing or wanting, or if it's something very small that I ask. Like with Chris, I kind of know if I ask him to do any like favor for me, he'll probably do it. Like 95% of the time he'll do it. And I don't abuse this, okay? So I'm not like ordering him to like do a bunch of things for me. It's just sometimes that I'm like, I'm so lazy, Chris, can you please, like, for example, can you feed Theo for me? And feeding Theo is mostly my job and feeding Winnie is mostly Chris's job. But I'll be like in bed like, Chris, please feed Theo.
Yeah, it's also like just do it. Not a problem, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. But I mean, some people, I don't know, sometimes I think people would be like, just do it yourself.
No. I think mine is words of affirmation. I just like to hear. I think
you're doing a great job.
I like to hear that I'm doing a good job.
Some childhood trauma there.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
No. You are doing a great job.
What's your fave thing to do together? I like to play video games with you.
I like watching TV with you.
Yeah.
Even though I fall asleep.
Benji falls asleep every single night when we're watching TV. Every single night when we're in the middle of something.
Well, I wake up early.
That's
so
true.
I'm like, I fall asleep early, I wake up early. Yeah. No other excuse.
And I stay up really late, so I always finish the episode, and then Benji has to finish whatever we're watching in the morning, and then we talk about it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, Chris, can you believe that this happened? We're doing that with Bridgerton right now because we're watching Bridgerton. Yeah, I keep falling asleep, but that show is pretty good.
It's good. And I don't even care about romance like that, but I guess I do.
Well, also, I'm like one of those people that if I'm asleep and Chris is like, you fell asleep, I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're like, Benjamin, why are you falling asleep? I'm like, I'm literally not falling asleep.
Yeah, or if something happens, I hear Chris laughing, and I go, ha ha ha.
And I will have known that he was half awake. I'll be like, you were not watching that.
I don't know why I do it. I literally don't even know why I do it.
Do you know each other's coffee order and comfort food? I'd say yes.
I know Chris's for sure. Either Americano or iced latte with oat milk.
Yeah.
And
then
yours
comfort.
Is... Oh.
No, sorry. I thought you were doing coffee first.
No. You like, pretty much, you love a good fast food thing. So, pizza, chicken tendies.
It's true.
Yeah. Those.
Don't fault me for that, okay? It's our culture here. And you like Vietnamese food, like pho. You love a soup, like something from your mom.
Yeah, I love soup.
And
I like soup.
You like, right now it's iced Americano. It depends. But I think right now really it's iced Americano.
Yeah,
like,
I look forward to that every morning. And then I'll even like drink half of my iced Americano and then I'll add in more water. So I have like another iced Americano.
It's like magic.
Watered down magic.
What are your zodiac signs?
Chris is a Cancer.
And Benji's a Gemini. Which tracks?
And it tracks for you too.
Do you have fights over the babies? Like Theo, Winnie?
In what way do you think they're asking?
I don't know, maybe like, no, I want to lay with him.
Oh.
Which I would say we don't.
No, not really. Well, the other night actually, Chris had both Theo and Winnie. Like, Theo was laying in his lap like he is for me right now. And then Winnie was in his arm, and I was like, why do you get both of them? This isn't fair.
That's the only time that they've both been like that.
It's just like very recent.
I think normally Theo gravitates towards Benji, and then Winnie gravitates towards me.
Like, Winnie doesn't really cuddle me that much, and she loves Chris's beard because she'll like rub her head up against it. Yeah. And I don't have a beard because I shave very diligently every single morning.
It's an ongoing joke
that's why I wake up so early, because I have to shave my beard.
Girl. Your favorite quality or aspect about each other?
I think I like that Chris is like very sensitive and sweet.
I'm not even sensitive at all.
He's so sensitive. He's like, maybe like one of the most sensitive people I know, but in a good way. I find it very endearing and sweet. And
I like how you are really goofy. You can't tell from his channel, but Benji is like a huge troll.
The way you say it sounds so embarrassing. Like,
it's just some troll behavior.
So, like, I'm so goofy, I'm so silly.
No,
you know those like memes.
Yeah.
Like, you can't take me anywhere.
No, but kind of like, at least at home, you're a little crazy sometimes, in a good way though. Like, I think it's fun. I think it adds some less uptightness to myself.
Yeah. Like, for example, okay, I think it's fun to troll in video games and stuff. Not, like, intensely to where it actually makes anyone angry or, like, I'm being mean to anyone. It'll just be, like, I don't know, just saying some random thing in a chat. For example, we were in a game of League and we were gonna, like, I was gonna leave the game, so I already knew I was gonna leave. It's like, hey, like, at Chris's username, Mom wants us to go eat, so I gotta get off the game right now. And, like, I just said it just to, I don't know, be funny. And then I, like, exit the game and stuff, but
I just never do things like that. I'm very, I don't want to say serious, but I think I just take things a little seriously.
But ever since I met him, he's definitely loosened up.
That's true.
A lot more. Like, I remember one time he was playing Wizard 101 and I typed something. It was just like, hello. Something so tame in, like, the general chat. And then Chris was like, why did you do that?
I don't think it was hello. I think it was a little...
It wasn't that crazy. I know that for sure.
It's just because...
Maybe I said, like, poop or something.
It's just because in Wizard 101, I, like, rarely talk unless it's necessary. So I think that's... It's not even that serious. Okay, moving on. How did your first kiss happen?
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember very clearly.
You can say it.
Okay.
I wonder if it'll be the same as, like, how I remember it.
Okay. Mom, if you're watching, don't listen to this part. So
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's really not. But we were in the dorms. We had been drinking wine, right? We're like rosé or something.
It was not wine.
I'm pretty sure it was wine.
It was vodka.
Okay. And this was before Benji and I were dating. And we were doing skincare. I think you had a face mask on, or we both had a face mask.
You owned the face mask. It was like a rose face mask. Maybe that's why you thought it was like wine.
Oh,
yeah. It was like
a
rose petal face mask.
Okay, and we were doing face masks, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And you were in front of me. We were drunk.
Well, we did the face mask in the bathroom.
And we went back to the room.
Mm-hmm. And then I walked in first.
And then I think you turned around and then we just started kissing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's how it happened. We weren't dating yet, so it's also risky because we were roommates, so I don't know.
Yeah, we were kind of scared. Well, Chris was more scared than I was. I was like, well, if it doesn't end well, won't see you again next year.
Who's your bias from Cat's Eye? You can only pick one.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, if you don't know what Cat's Eye is, it's a new girl group that was formed through that Netflix show, Pop Star Academy, a documentary. And I am going to say Megan.
Do you know she's on hiatus right now because of her physical injury?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't know that she's on hiatus.
Yeah,
I like all of them, though. So.
Yeah, we were obsessed with the show on Netflix. We binged it in one day, and Chris is not a TV show binger, so that's very impressive. There's something about me that always roots for, like, the underdog. I don't really know why, but I always root for, like, I always like to root for, like, the least popular person. And at the time when we were watching the documentary, it was Daniela. Mm-hmm. But now I feel like the girls are all kind of very equal, except for Manon is definitely up there.
Yeah.
And I really love Manon, but she's so popular, she doesn't need my like support. She's good.
She's good. She's incredible.
Yeah, so I really love Danny and Laura. I think Danny is an amazing dancer. I just like Laura's personality, and her singing voice is good too.
How do both of you maintain a relationship with each other for such a long time? I think it helps that we're really compatible as friends, like as a base. I don't get tired of being around Benji. Maybe the antics. Just kidding. But I think I don't tire of being around Benji because we're good friends. Like he's my best friend.
I'm my best friend too. But I will say, I don't know why I made that so dramatic. It's not even dramatic. It was just like a thought that came into my head. I feel like when I'm around people for a really long time, like we're around each other for like multiple days, multiple weeks, I end up sort of getting a little bit annoyed by them, or like certain things that I like latch on to start to annoy me a little bit and I just need a break. But I've never felt that way with Chris. So yeah, I don't know. I think that we're just like very compatible in a lot of ways, like personality wise, humor, interests.
Who are your and Benji's Who are you and Benji's favorite song artists? I've liked Marina and the Diamonds, now Marina, since I was like 13. I discovered her on Tumblr in my Tumblr phase, and she's been like a comfort artist ever since. So I think she's one of them. Benji probably knows her whole catalog just by association. Involuntarily.
I also know Taylor Swift. I know Addison Rae.
Okay.
I know.
I definitely like a lot of like gay pop music.
He loves pop music. I like most of my favorite songs on albums are typically ballads or like slower songs.
That's
so
true.
I like more relaxed music. I feel like I don't really have a specific artist that I'm like a huge fan of.
There's an ant.
Who do you think I'm a fan of?
I think you like Ichigo Aoba.
Yeah.
I think you like Adrian Lenker.
Oh yes. I like Lana.
I like Lana, yeah. I think the thing is when Benji gets on the aux in the car, I'm gonna fall asleep when I'm driving.
I know, literally. He's like, we can't play
I need
this.
something. I need him to bump something a little bit, like some Charlie XCX or something. We just took a break. Oh.
Now, Theo, when you're playing.
We're back with the last few questions.
Oh my god.
Can you guys see what's happening right now?
The reality of having a chihuahua and a cat.
A book each one has read because of the other. So we did a book swap video, so we read those books because of each other, but what would you say?
What book have I read because of you? I
read
think
Pure
it was Pure Nacy. And that was because we did it for the video.
Yeah. I read The Secret History because of you. And I also read some of Mistborn because you said that was really good. How tall are you guys?
I'm actually not sure how tall I am. For a while, I thought I was 5'7". And then someone who was like 5'8" or 5'9" was like, you're not 5'7". So I think I'm either 5'8" or 5'9". I haven't measured myself.
I'm 5'11", but I'm right there. I'm like so close to being 6 foot. So, but I am honest and I say I'm 5'11" and almost 6 foot. What is one small but mighty thing you love that your partner does? I love when I wake up in the morning because I wake up later than Benji and he makes me an Americano without me needing to ask because it feels very mighty to me because
He's like so sleepy
I'm so
I walk
tired.
in with the Americano and he's like he's so
It's a
dramatic
big
with
deal.
it, honestly. He's so like, don't talk to me if I haven't had my coffee.
Okay. I kind of am.
Yeah, something that Chris does for me. He turns off all of my lights, which is nice. Like all of my lamps and stuff around the house, I'll go around and turn all of them off because I normally fall asleep without really like trying to fall asleep. I'll just be laying in the bed, in the downstairs room, and then I'll fall asleep on accident, pretty much. I feel like that's how I mostly fall asleep. I rarely fall asleep intentionally.
Yeah.
So yeah, he goes around, turns off all of the lights for me, which is really nice.
What do you think Benji's current favorite song is? I think it's probably You Sexua by FKA Twigs.
The music video is so cool. I don't even know if it's like a music video, more like a visual
art
experience.
Piece. Yeah.
It's so cool. Yeah, Usexua by FKA Twigs. Such a unique song, and the video and the song itself is so beautiful. Definitely check it out.
Okay, we have 2 more questions. Favorite concert y'all have been to together?
I'll go first. Mine is the Poppy concert. So we saw Poppy like 2 months after we started dating. I think very early into starting to date. And so that was like our first trip together. Very fun, very eventful experience. And it was also Chris's Chris's favorite artist at the time. And yeah, it was really cool. Very small venue, but I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, it was my first time in San Francisco as well. It was really fun. I would say though mine was the Rina Sawayama concert because I really liked seeing her.
Yeah, and let me just say this. I have been a fan of Rina since 2018. Okay, this was before she got like really popular, I will say. It's true, isn't it?
It's true,
And
yeah.
Orville Peck. I was also a fan of him before he got really popular.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a trendsetter.
It's true. Okay, the last question. How does opening your lives to the public affect your relationship? And
I feel like it maybe affects us differently.
Yeah, I think it affects me a little bit more. I think because I'm new to content creation and having people see things online, and I'm also a lot more sensitive than Benji. So when people are like a little bit invasive or form certain opinions about us just based on what they're seeing online that aren't necessarily
like
true.
Super small clips. You know, it's like they'll take like one interaction and then make it into like this big assumption about our character
or like our relationship behind closed door. Like things like that really do. I'm trying not to let them affect me, but I am very sensitive. So when people see things that we put out and then they base what they're seeing on our relationship, it is a little frustrating at times.
Yeah, it's like kind of frustrating because well, I feel like I've grown like a thicker skin to this sort of stuff. So for me, I mean, I know like what our true feelings are, like our true intentions, what we meant by what we said, how we were feeling in that moment. And if someone says something that's like totally out of left field that isn't how we were feeling at all, then I'm like, okay, they actually don't know anything, and like I know what's true and what's real.
Yeah, I think I'm learning from Benji a lot because he's been doing content creation for a while now. He knows how to take things.
I'm still not that good at it, but I'm a lot better.
You're significantly better than I am, and
yeah, I'm good at like not looking at comments too.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just like push it away, like I don't need to check. But I think Chris is still in that stage of
where I'm like I want to interact with the comments and you guys, but then I see things that upset me, and then I'm trying to find a balance. So I think that's in terms of our actual relationship to each other, it doesn't change anything.
I feel like we don't make like that much coupley content in the way that it feels performative. So I think that's also why it doesn't really feel like it changes anything. I mean, this feels like how it felt when I had Chris on my channel and stuff, except now he actually wants to be in front of the camera, and before it'd be like, Chris, do you want to be in the camera? And he's like, no. So I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you to Benji for joining me today, and I hope maybe... Wait, what was the music?
This thing? No, what was that? My little brother showed me like how to mog, and he's really good at it.
Okay, I will see you guys later in the next video. All right,
bye.
Bye.